Welcome to the kitchen table, where the jankiest of all casual budget decks battle it out in the gauntlets for bragging rights, but most of all, your viewing pleasure. Now, if you want to join our leaderboard and win a secret layer brought to you by our partner Cardmarket, you can do so by predicting the winner of the next match in the comments down below. It's finally final time. Now, to my surprise, the final is between the wizards and the crabs. So, Bram, what do the decks have in store for us?
Well, Nora, these crabs, they just love milling cards away, like the Hedron crab and the rune crab, and this time they also brought their big brother Charix for backup. This is mostly a blue deck, and that means we need to play counter spells, 6 in total, with some enchantments for extra milling backup and a splash of black for Phoenix, God of Deception, which is a great combo with Charix. The wizard deck is a very synergistic deck around wizards, but also around instants and sorceries, with Adeliz, a very powerful mage, and the beam splitter mage does some funky stuff with all those instants and sorceries that target creatures. We also added a splash of white for some good instants and also a few creatures that do well in the deck, like Kaikar Wind's Fury.
For this one, I think I'm going for the wizards.
Fight! So Nora thinks we are going for the wizards. Well, they have to do with the Dreadhorde Arcanist in the opening hand and some lands. And the crabs have, of course, the rune crab as their turn 1 play. And this is how the game will start, our final between the wizards and the crabs. Now back to the wizard player with a land. And then another crab, Hedron crab, and a land that's mill 6 on turn 2. The crabs start hard, like we know they do, like we know they have done so far in the other matches. Now let's head back into the wizards territory, and there's a second land, and that means Beam Splitter Mage has joined the party. And whenever you cast an instant that targets him, you can copy it and target another creature with this. Here is a Sage Row Denizen. That's another mill creature. When another blue creature enters the battlefield, mill 2. Meanwhile, 6 more cards have been milled by those 2 crabs. So that's already 12 cards that have been milled so far. Here is Adeliz the Cinderwind with an attack. Back to the crabs. Nice tempo in the match. Another land. Another 6 cards that will be milled. There's an Artful Dodge that has flashback, so that's an extra card for the wizards to play. Back to the wizards now. Let's see, another land. And red mana is a Dreadhorde Arcanist. There we go. This guy has trample, and whenever it attacks you may cast an instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost less than the power of the Arcanist for free. And the wizards are casting Shelter, targeting the Beam Splitter Mage. So that means it will copy onto Adeliz, and Adeliz will trigger, giving all wizards +1/+1. But here is a reaction from the crabs. They put the Beam Splitter Mage into the royal, bouncing it back into the hand of the wizard player. Now both players draw a card, the crabs from the Into the Royal and the wizards from Shelter, because it is still copied, because it was cast. And it is Adeliz that will of course attack for 3 points of damage. And now back to the crabs. That means they are now going to mill for 9, and there's a counter spell. Interesting, what is the crab player now going to do? Because we also see Phoenix, but it's going to be Rune Crab first. So Rune Crab number 2, And that's mill 9 plus the Sage Road Denizen, so that's mill 11 on this turn. The crab engine is working, Crabby-licious overtime. That's about 16 cards left into the library of the wizard player after the draw. So the crabs are almost there and there's still a counter spell in hand. Is it going to be a spell that will be countered? Or is it going to be a creature that will be countered? Here is Beam Splitter again. Will the crabs react to it? And the Beam Splitter will be countered by the Thought Collapse. Milling 3 cards. But there are still some options for the wizards. We also see a Boros Charm in the hand of the wizards. A very strong card. We have 3 mana open. So there is the Boros Charm.
Fire in the hole!
4 damage to target milling shellfish. And of course Adeliz will give all wizards +1/+1. Also the Arcanist. The crabs feel they're at a Boros barbecue, which is great unless you're the main course, of course. Can they still get out of the grilling station? What will be the next play? 1 more mana open, 1 blue mana open. Wizard player checking what he could do with his Dreadhorde Arcanist, because when this guy also attacks, he can play a spell for free that's less than its power, but because of Adeliz, its power is now 2, it's now 3, and he's also unblockable by the Artful Dodge. And now the attack. And what will be replayed? It will be the Boros Charm.
Fire in the hole!
4 additional damage. I think we're going to have a Lobster Bisque. 17 damage out of nothing in 1 turn.
Game over.
And with Phoenix in hand, it would have been close, but crabs head back to the sea. The wizards take it down.
Congratulations, wizards. Now the game is called Magic the Gathering, so of course the wizards would win. Now Bram, do you have something for us?
Yes, Nora, that's correct. I'm here to give you some more info about next year's Gauntlet. That will be already Gauntlet number 5, and it's going to be a big one because I've asked you guys what do you want. You said give me some tribal stuff, make a bigger Gauntlet. That's exactly what we're going to do. We'll do a new Gauntlet starting in January until March with 16 decks, and most of them are tribal decks. Now I will even spoil 8 names of the decks at the very end of the video. Now what else do we got? Will there still be prizes? Yes, there will still be prizes. There will be a secret layer for a winner of the Gauntlet. If we have more winners, we can only pick 1. So there will be a little bit of luck involved as well. But there is more. Because it's a bigger Gauntlet, I thought let's throw in some bigger prizes. So I will be giving away to 3 random top 10 finishes of the leaderboard a Bram booster. And what is a Bram booster, you might think? Well, I'm not going to tell you just yet. Now what else? Well, we still have 1 Gauntlet left. I'm not going to spoil anything about that. That's way too soon. But I can spoil something about the big leaderboard. This will combine all your points from Gauntlet number 4, from Gauntlet number 5 and from Gauntlet number 6, and the winner of this leaderboard will be able to pick a subject for a deck. I will make a special video for this person and he or she will get the deck sent to him by me personally. So we're now at the end of the video. Are you still here? Then you probably want to find out which names are the 8 decks that will battle it out next year. 8 of the 16 decks actually. And we'll start with some tree folk. And what about some oozes? We also have some angels. And of course, where you have angels, you need to have demons. Now what else do we got? We'll also have pirates, sphinxes, and golems. And am I forgetting something? Is there still an 8 deck? What about
Berang-berang from angry.
the berang? Alright, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for commenting. It really means a lot because I want your feedback. I want to know what you really like. And I hope to see you very soon in the next Gauntlet. And be sure to check out our deck tags or maybe watch some of the old matches. Alright, take care. Bye bye.